NFL Mock Draft 2026, Top 5 QBs and Elite Prospects to Watch. Just as we wrap up the roller coaster that was the 2025 NFL Draft, the draft cycle keeps humming along. While teams celebrate their fresh picks, scouts are already hitting the road, eyeing the promising prospects of 2026. And let me tell you, this upcoming class is shaping up to be quite the show. Looking ahead, 2020 SIXS class brims with talent, especially on the offensive tackle front. There's a handful of guys who could stay at tackle in the NFL, and leading the charge is Miami's Francis Mauigoa. This big, powerful tackle is not only a load in the run game but also moves with surprising agility in pass protection, and he impressed even as a freshman. Alongside Mauigoa, watch out for Utah's Caleb Lomu and Alabama's Caden Proctor. Both are absolute beasts. Lomu might have a slight edge in pass protection, but either could be a top pick next year. On the defensive line, Clemson's Peter Woods is an obvious star, but his teammate TJ Parker at edge deserves attention, explosive off the ball and built to hold his ground against the run. I'm also high on Auburn's Keldrick Falk. Despite playing in a scheme that isn't ideal for edge development, he's long, powerful, and a disruptive force against the run. Even though the 2025 draft is still fresh, I've already started mapping out my top prospects for the 2026 big board. Here's a sneak peek. 1. Caleb Downs, S. Ohio State. 2. Peter Woods, DT, Clemson. 3. Francis Mauigoa, OT, Miami. 4. Caleb Lomu, OT, Utah. 5. TJ Parker, Edge, Clemson. 6. Keldrick Falk, Edge, Auburn. 7. CJ Allen, LB, Georgia. 8. Caden Proctor, OT, Alabama. 9. Spencer Fano, OL, Utah. 10. Fernando Mendoza, QB, Indiana. And it goes on. Speaking of quarterbacks, if I had to describe this class in one word, it's promising. The athletic talent here is better than last year, but each QB still has room to grow. The standout so far is Fernando Mendoza, a transfer from Cal to Indiana. He reminds me a lot of Drake May, smooth mechanics, quick reaction time, and a flair for making jaw-dropping throws. Behind Mendoza, South Carolina's LaNorris Sellers is an exciting talent, a mobile, athletic QB who can evade pressure and use his size to shake defenders. His ability to avoid sacks is remarkable. Some say he might have the best sack avoidance I've ever seen on a college QB. He's got the tools, and if he sharpens his accuracy, he'll be a top-tier pick. Then there are other familiar names: Clemson's Cade Klubnik, LSU's Garrett Nussmeier, a bit shorter but confident with a big arm, and Penn State's Drew Aller, who's prototypical in size and arm strength but needs consistency. Interestingly, Texas QB Arch Manning isn't on the list yet, mostly because we need to see more in a full season. Could he come back in 2027? Possibly. There are also some talented guys outside the top 32 who could make noise, like Eli Hallstein at Pitt, Duke's Darian Mensah, and Michigan State's Aiden Childs. Now let's talk receivers. This class is a bit unpredictable, but I've got my eyes on Notre Dame's Jaden Greathouse, who I'm staking as the number 2 receiver after Washington's Denzel Boston. Greathouse's smooth route running and ability to make plays after catch remind me a lot of Ibuka. He wins on the inside and outside, and if he develops his outside game, he could skyrocket. And the linebacker core? It's pretty fun. Georgia's CJ Allen is a modern linebacker, fast, physical, and explosive. Texas' Anthony Hill Jr. is a speed demon with a second gear that makes him deadly both as a blitzer and in coverage. These guys will be major names in the 2026 draft landscape. All in all, this looks to be an exciting year ahead. The talent pool is deep, especially at QB and O-line, and a new wave of defensive playmakers is ready to jump into the spotlight. The future of the NFL looks bright, and with so many intriguing prospects, next year's draft promises to be a thrilling ride.